Have you ever finished a workout, sweating, sore, muscles pumped up, and you still feel like crap? Like you did all the things, you crushed it, you followed the plan, you showed up, and yet you still don't feel enough? Like almost like something is missing? If that's ever been you, especially if you're a woman over 40, today's episode is definitely going to be a wake-up call for you. So, because here's the truth, you can't sweat out self-doubt. So, I want to welcome you to Weight Loss for Women Over 40. I'm your host, Nikki T. I have been in this industry for over 23 years. I started off as a physical therapist and a personal trainer. Before that, I was a professional ballet dancer in my early 20s. And I've done the dieter's mentality crap. I've done the here's the 1,200 calories and here's the grueling workout and just hating yourself skinny. I've done that. I've been there and I don't want to ever go back there again. Halfway through my career, I discovered mindset work and I have been so grateful that I have because the mindset was the shift that I needed and I taught it to my clients. And now I have a whole method that is so much easier to teach you to lose the weight and to keep it off. And you don't have to give up your favorite foods. I think that's a win-win. So, welcome to the podcast. So, let's get into why being fit doesn't always mean being fulfilled. And I'm going to tell you what to do about it. So let's rewind for a minute and let's talk about all the messages we were fed from the time we could read 17 magazine. Yes, if you were born in the 70s, 80s, or 90s, like that's what we gravitated to. 17 magazine, Cosmopolitan, all that. And we were given the thought that losing weight equals loving yourself, that a fit body equaled a confident, strong woman, and a smaller body meant a better life. And maybe we bought into it. Maybe we still are. But here's the secret that no one tells you. You can have the tightest abs, the lowest body fat, the fanciest gym membership, and still wake up feeling like you're not enough. Because that feeling, that disconnected between how you look and how you feel. That's the disconnect. You think that when you're going to look a certain way that you are going to feel a certain way, and that doesn't always happen. That's not about your body, it's about your belief system. You were taught, we were all taught, still being taught to chase validation, not to build self-worth, to get smaller, not to feel safer, to be impressive, not to feel empowered. And thank goodness that's starting to change, but I still think it's not impacting as much in the weight loss area. And that messaging that we got when we were little, it keeps so many brilliant, beautiful women like yourself stuck in a body that you don't like, that you hate, and you don't feel at home in. So let me tell you something from coaching in the trenches. I have sat across from women who have done phenomenal things in their lives. Some of them had six packs, some had marathon medals, many marathon medals. Some were former athletes, some are personal trainers. Some people have personal bests that would blow your mind. And you know what they've said through the tears? Is I thought once I looked that way, I'd feel better about myself, but I still don't. I have had these thoughts as well. If you haven't seen my accolades list, my brag list, if you want to call it that, you go to my website, weightlossforwomenover40.net/about. I've done a lot. I've done a lot of really fun things and amazing things that I thought would make me feel enough. And unfortunately, because of the mindset that I grew up with, because of the belief patterns that I have ingrained in my own body, my little version of me, it wasn't enough. Like I always felt like I was chasing something. And you know what? When I hear that from people that I'm coaching and I go back and think about me as that version, it breaks my heart because we did the work. We followed the rules. We chased the carrot and it still didn't fix the noise inside because structure is not the same as peace. And discipline isn't the same as confidence. And control doesn't equal self-love. We keep pushing more restriction, more workouts, more perfection. But we were never told you don't have to earn your worth. You already have it. I've said this before on the podcast. You are worthy because the day you were born, you popped out into this world. That's it. You have inherent worth. We don't need to do something or look a certain way to have worth. We already have it. So let me be clear. Confidence does not come from the mirror. It doesn't live in your jean size or your fitness tracker. It comes from how you speak to yourself when no one else is listening. It comes from feeling worthy even when you're not achieving. So how do you build that? So let me give you 3 tools that work for real women in real life. So number 1, evidence stacking. I absolutely love this. Start collecting proof that you are valuable beyond your body. Write down compliments, things that you've overcame, moments you were proud of that and had nothing to do with your weight. Big or small, start stacking the evidence in favor of what you want. It rewires your brain. And remember, keep in mind, the primitive brain is always going to give you evidence based on your belief system. So if you believe that you can never lose weight, guess what your brain is going to find? And it's going to stack the evidence against you. So we want evidence stacking in your favor. Start looking for those glimmers, those moments when you're like, yes, that's a good thing. I did that phenomenally. And you can do it outside of your body too, right? Think of things that give you proof that you are valuable with the body that you currently have. The second one is body neutral anchoring. So if you are in my world, and I hope you stay, if you are saying kind of affirmations and mantras of like, I love my body, and it feels really fake, and guarantee if you are in this dieter's mentality space of like, I hate my body, there's no way you can't make that jump to I love my body. It is so big of a jump, so big of a leap that you're going to feel like you're a fraud and you're fake, and your brain knows. Your brain knows when you're lying. So instead of going from I hate my body to I love my body, go in the middle. Go to neutral. You have a body. You have 2 arms, you have 2 legs, maybe 10 toes, 10 fingers, all this stuff, right? You have a physical body. You don't have a lot of judgment around that. You don't have a lot of judgment about, oh my gosh, I have 2 arms. Oh my gosh, I have 2 legs, right? You are allowed to exist. You are allowed to take up space. Neutrality is often the bridge to compassion because it brings you back to neutral. You don't have to go from I hate my body to I love my body overnight. Stair step. Find something that you can believe. And if you need neutral, go neutral. The third thing is an inner voice audit. This is where you catch your mean girl in action. When you criticize your belly, your thighs, your wrinkles, I heard a new word yesterday on TikTok, fupa. Somebody commented in one of my reels saying they wanted their fupa to disappear. And apparently, I don't know if it stands for something, but I asked her what it was, and she basically said it's the C-section. You know, after you've had a C-section and your muscles they don't quite go back together and you don't have that flatter stomach. And just as a side note, I do want to offer, I've had a C-section. I've also have flat stomach, not more than one. So be aware that that is a possibility for you. It doesn't matter if you've had a C-section or not. So you can tone the muscles there. That is for another podcast. Anyway, so when you are criticizing you're listening to your audit, when you're criticizing yourself, when you're hearing that mean girl in your head, I want you to ask yourself, would you say this to your daughter? And if you don't have a daughter, would you say this to like a niece? Would you say it to your best friend? Would you say it to a younger version of you? If the answer is no, then why are you saying it to yourself? So let's talk about workouts, because I'm not saying that movement is bad. Not at all. I definitely think you need to move your body. I need work out however you like. I definitely think you need to lift some weights as we are getting older. I am a huge fan of strength training. I'm a huge fan of doing some sort of cardio, going for walks in nature, whatever it is. But if you're using your workouts to punish yourself because you ate something or you quote unquote fell off the wagon, whatever that is, or you're trying to prove your worth, you're never going to feel the freedom that you're craving. So here's the reframe. Move your body to connect, not to control. You can work out because it energizes you, because it helps you process your emotions, because it's a good release, it's a good stress release, because it reminds you that you are powerful. You can want to be strong without needing to fix yourself because you were never broken. I've said this time and time again. Again, you're worthy because you popped out into this world. If you want the body that you want, it's not because you're broken. Get to the space where you're like, I'm good with me now. I just want to see what my body can do. I want to see if I can get the six pack. I want to see if I can run a 5K, whatever it is. That is the cherry on top, the fun. But you can't do that from a space of hating yourself. So here's your invitation this week. I want you to write down 3 things about yourself that have absolutely nothing to do with your body that make you feel powerful. Maybe it's your sense of humor. Maybe it's your resilience. Maybe it's the way you show up for others. Maybe it's your creativity or your ability to rebuild. Confidence isn't a destination, it's a relationship. And just like any other relationship, it's built with time, attention, and love. So start building that relationship with yourself, one small, kind, badass moment at a time. You are worth it. You always were. You always will be. And you still are. So if you're ready to dive deeper into getting the body that you want using my mindset method, I want to invite you to join the Master Your Mind to Change Your Body program. Inside are my foundational videos, which include the Jumpstart. That's a 12-week program that is going to jumpstart you into losing your first 10. You can absolutely repeat it after you lose your first 10 if you want to. You're going to know all the details and how to do it. So that will help you initially lose the weight. There are also other great courses inside, including the complete Crush Your Cravings course, Making Weight Loss Easy, Mind Over Metabolism, and so much more. So meet me and the other group members for the weekly group coaching calls each week, where you're going to have the opportunity for hot seat coaching and answers to any questions that you have. And right now, this Master Your Mind to Change Your Body is available for lifetime access. Yeah. If you join before July 27th of 2025, you are going to get lifetime access to not just get the body that you want, but to also have ongoing support as you're maintaining that new body. That's unheard of. Like, get in now, because I'm not going to be offering this for much longer. Obviously, the 27th right now is the date for you to get in for lifetime access. And you can go to weightlossforwomenover40.net/group and join today so you can lose weight without losing your mind. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you on the inside.